Hello friends, I'm Guna Madhivanan, Current Affairs Faculty at Officers IAS Academy. In this video, we will be discussing our 37th hit list topic, that is hydrochlorofluorocarbon HCFC. Friends, before understanding about HCFC, let us have a brief understanding on ozone. Friends, ozone is a highly reactive gas. This ozone, it can be either harmful or it can be beneficial for humans based on the location of ozone. If the ozone is located close to the ground level, if it is located close to the ground level, then it is harmful for humans. If the ozone is located in the stratospheric region, then it is highly beneficial for humans. So what ozone does? Ozone in the stratospheric layer, we all know, it filters the harmful UV rays. It filters the harmful UV rays. The UV rays coming from the sun, that will be filtered by a layer of ozone which is being formed in the stratospheric layer. Alright, we all know UVA, UVB, UVC rays. UVB and UVC are very harmful, right? This UVB and UVC will be filtered by ozone layer. UVB will be partly filtered, UVC will be completely filtered by this ozone layer. Simply understand that ozone layer, presence of ozone layer in the stratospheric area is going to prevent the entry of harmful UV rays. If there is no ozone layer or if there is some gap in the ozone layer, now what happens? These UV rays will be reaching the ground and it is going to affect the humans. It might cause skin cancer and other problems as well. So this harmful UV rays has to be filtered and ozone layer filters it. These ozone layers are also found in ground level, close to ground level, because of man-made activities, various pollutants released by man, right? They react and they form ozone near the ground level that is very harmful for health. It creates asthma, it creates various respiratory issues. So ozone layer found in the ground level is highly harmful. Ozone layer found in the stratospheric layer, that is very, very beneficial for humans. However, we humans, because of various chemicals we produce, that chemicals that is actually depleting the stratospheric ozone layer, that actually depletes the stratospheric ozone layer. So I said there is ozone layer in the stratospheric region. Now we are producing some chemicals for some purpose. Okay, for example, chlorofluorocarbon, CFC, right? So these chemicals, these chlorinated chemicals, they are depleting the ozone layer. They are preventing the formation of ozone layer in the stratospheric region, or simply they are depleting the ozone layer. The chemicals which we produce, that is reacting with this ozone layer, and it ensures that the ozone layers are getting depleted. So what happens when ozone layers are getting depleted? Then the UV rays can penetrate, it can cause harm to us. So this depletion of ozone layer, we call it as ozone hole. So in 1987, a protocol was signed called as Montreal Protocol. Various countries, they agreed to this protocol. The aim of this protocol is to phase out the ozone depleting substances. Both developed country as well as developing country, both the countries, they have to phase out. Almost all the countries in the earth, they accepted this Montreal Protocol. So the ozone depleting substance which they were referring to is chlorofluorocarbon. Chlorofluorocarbon is not one single gas, it is a family of gases. Right, so various countries, they took various great efforts. Almost 99.99% of chlorofluorocarbons has been phased out. Right, to replace, so these chlorofluorocarbons were used as coolants in refrigerants, in fridge, in AC. These were used as coolants. So if we have to replace this chlorofluorocarbon, then we have to come up with some other chemical, right? So we came with other chemical called as hydrochlorofluorocarbon. Hydrochlorofluorocarbon, HCFC, right? The problem with HCFC is again a ozone depleting substance, and HCFC is a potential greenhouse gas. It is deadly than carbon dioxide. The global warming caused by carbon dioxide and the global warming caused by HCFC, if you compare, the global warming caused by HCFC is 1000 times higher than carbon dioxide. So it is a deadly greenhouse gas, and again it is a ozone depleting substance. So in 2007, the Conference of Parties to the Montreal Protocol, the countries which signed this protocol is called as parties. Their conference was held in 2007, and it was decided that by 2020, the developed countries will be phasing out the use of hydrochlorofluorocarbon, and similarly by 2030, developing countries will be phasing out the use of hydrochlorofluorocarbon. Now, to replace this hydrochlorofluorocarbon, we came with another chemical which is called as hydrofluorocarbon. This hydrofluorocarbon, it is not a ozone depleting substance. It is not a ozone depleting substance, but however, it is a potential greenhouse gas, a global warming gas. It is a potential deadly global warming gas. Though it is not an ozone depleting substance, but still it is a potential global warming gas. So in 2016, the Conference of Parties was held in a place called as Kigali. Kigali is located in Rwanda, Africa. Okay. So a conference was held in Kigali, and it was accepted to phase out the use of hydrofluorocarbon, right? To phase out, eliminate, right? To remove, to gradually phase out the use of HFC, gradually reduce the use of HFC by 80 to 85%, reduce it to 80 to 85% roughly by 2040s. So it was decided that in 2016 in the Kigali conference that we will phase out the use of hydrofluorocarbon by 80 to 85%, and we will achieve that phasing out by 2040s. So for developing countries, different target was given. For developed countries, different target was given. For developed countries, by 2036, let us say for USA, developed countries like USA, by 2036 they have to reduce the use of hydrofluorocarbon. They have to reduce their usage by 80 to 85%. For India, for developing countries, particularly for India, the target year is 2047. By 2047, you bring it to, you reduce it. You reduce the use of HFC by 80 to 85%. Right? So initially we were using chlorofluorocarbon. We replaced chlorofluorocarbon with HCFC, hydrochlorofluorocarbon. And even HCFC is a potential ozone depleting substance and a greenhouse gas. So we replaced HCFC by HFC. HFC, though it is not a ozone depleting substance, but it is a potential greenhouse gas. So because of that, we also agreed, and we are taking efforts to phase out the use of HFC by 80 to 85%. Right? So our topic is about HCFC. So why we are discussing about HCFC? Because of one important reason. What is that important reason? So India has successfully achieved the phasing out of one particular, HCFC is a group of chemicals, okay, it is not one chemical. So we successfully phased out hydrochlorofluorocarbon HCFC 141B. HCFC 141B is being phased out in India. India has successfully phased out the use of hydrochlorofluorocarbon 141B. That is why it was in news. It is largely used as a blowing agent in the PU foams, right? That is why it was in news. So we know that I said HCFC, what is the target, friends? HCFC For developed countries 2020, for developing countries it is 2030. But India, we faced out one important HCFC, that is why it was in news. 2020, recently only we removed it, that is why it was in news, right friends? So all these presentations you can download, the PDF link has been given in the description, so you can download these PDF contents. So based on this I have given a question, so find out the right answer and given the comment section. The answer for this question will be given the next day itself, it will be pinned in the comment section. Okay, I hope this initiative is useful, I hope the video was useful. So you can give your feedback in the comment section. So here I have given the features of my current affairs course. If you are interested, you can go through the features. If you have any doubt, you can make a call to this number. Alright, right friends. So I hope you like the video. Tomorrow I will meet you with another exciting topic. Till then, bye, take care.